sometimes things just work out well. I was looking for something to line this door stopper with so that when I close the door, you know, it doesn't slam too hard against just the wood. And I found this scrap piece of pipe insulation in here when I was cleaning up. And that'll work perfectly. It's like pretty much the same length. Actually, damn near the same width. So I just need to cut around this here and stick it on there, and that should help. Let's make sure, because that's not, there we go. Yeah, that's like almost perfect. That's so funny how things just sometimes work out, you know? Okay. I'm gonna have to put, where'd my marker go? I'm gonna have to mark the other side of this as to like roughly where this little door latch thingy-mabobber is here. Something like that. Maybe I'll just notch it out. It shouldn't matter too much. I don't know, we'll see what it looks like. Oh no! Oh, that's right, I'm an idiot. I made the cut the wrong way because I had to flip it around. Oh, geez. Alright, well, what we will do instead is just do this. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, I mean, I do some questionable things sometimes, and that, I don't know, guys. Not the prettiest thing to look at, but I just didn't want this door slamming into that wood too hard, right? The board. So now it's just gonna hit that skinny little foamy piece there, and it's not so bad. It's got a little cushion, you know, a little cushion behind it. I make things look ugly. That's what I do. This is gonna get uglier because I have to put, never mind these. These are for later. I have to put some insulation in behind here, and kind of just gonna have to piece it in around those drawer slides. And in behind the door we've got, see if I can get my measuring tape in behind there, but I know we've got an extra couple inches, so I'll have to measure the exact width and then just, you know, push my insulation in there. Does anyone know where I put my tape measure? No? Okay. Can't find the box truck tape measure. Went in the camper to get the camper tape measure. That's gone. I might have to go take the camper van tape measure. I don't know how I lose so many tape measures. Have a drink every time I say tape measure. Oh! Found my box truck tape measure and it was right in front of me. Not really, it was half hidden under this whatever thing here. Okay. Well, I was just trying to do like a little test fit, but, and then obviously I was going to stick some foam board adhesive in behind here, but it's stuck in there so well that I'm having trouble getting it out, so, and the door slides just fine. So, I might just leave it. Yeah. Okay, I did manage to get this piece pulled out of there. And I actually taped the one edge with some foil tape, because on the inside of the door, that was the edge that was right here, and it was just that styrofoamy stuff. I just didn't want pieces of it getting damaged or falling, and also I didn't like the sound that it was making when I was opening and closing the door. So so I taped it off, and it's a lot better now. Do that to hold it in place. Whatever works, man. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, so now what I'm gonna need to do is take measurements of this piece and for this piece, but as you can see, I'm keeping a gap underneath of here. I just want to stay up off the floor because I'm going to be putting floor insulation and flooring down, so I needed to make room for that, which I think is roughly 1.5 inches or something like that. I don't know. Basically, for this bottom piece, I need to measure right to where this piece of framing is. But we'll worry about the top piece first, and then we'll do the bottom piece. 3 inches. 3 inches. It's like snowing outside now. Almost sounds like kind of freezing rain type stuff. Okay, this one's actually another 3 inches because looked like it was going to be bigger, but it does have to be off the ground, right? To allow for my floor insulation and flooring. So yeah, that piece is going to be about perfect. How's that look? Decent? Could be worse, could be better. It pretty much goes for anything in life. Touch of this, and this small little project is done for. There we go. Ooh. All right, behind the door is now insulated. I'm gonna put the buddy heater on that for maybe 20 minutes, and yeah, hopefully that stuff will set up and it'll be good. This battery's been in here for a couple months, and as you can see, maybe 12.13. It's pretty weak, but not weak enough, I don't think, to test out my lights that I've got for the box truck. I'm losing everything. I literally just had a piece of extension cord, which I was going to use as my main wire to test all of my lights to make sure that they work. And, well, you think I could find that? Found it. Yeah, I'm going to throw some alligator clips on this and hook it to the battery, and we'll test out these lights. I'll show you. I went with basic RV lights. I know most people go with puck lights and they look gorgeous, but I decided to go with motorhome lights, and the reason being I want to be able to turn them on and off individually. You got to do what works for you. I've lived in an RV for, well, it's March now, so at the end of this month I will have lived in my camper for 9 years. Yeah. My home of 9 years. Man, almost 9 years. Where is the time gone? So when it comes to building something for your needs, do what's going to work for you. And I think these lights will work better for me. So this is what they look like. Basic LED RV motorhome type lights. It's got 3 different light modes. So I'm excited to see those. And then it's got a, kind of looks like maybe a dimmer and brightening switch right on it. I'm a ways away from installing lights in here, obviously. But I want to make sure they all work, you know, with the return window I have from Amazon, which is about 30 days. Hopefully they just all work and I don't have to worry about it at all. But I definitely want to test them out. So yeah, let's get started. It's positive, the one with the black. That's the ribbed one, so that's positive. Okie dokie. Hopefully I have these geared up correctly. So now what I'm going to do, I don't think, with these lights, I don't think it matters what's positive and what's negative. It's just, I don't think. So I'm just going to clamp these on and see. Woo! Okay, okay. Wow. Yeah, that's bright. Ugh. See, we've got different modes here, right? Oh, I like that one. How do I shut them off? Hold it in? Oh. So when you first turn them on, you get this color mode. I don't want to make it too bright for this camera because, like I said, it doesn't like it. And then you get this yellow type mode, and then you get the cool white mode. So there's three different color settings for your lights, which I really like because it kind of depends on, you know, if you have a headache, you can switch it to a different mode, or usually this mode would give me a headache, but I like this one, and this one might be nice too, some evenings. Also, you can dim them right down. I just dimmed it, but see, when you crank this knob, it makes them bright and dim. That's really cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go through. I've got another, I guess, 7 to go through, so I'll be a while. Whoa! I didn't mean to let those touch. This light might be... It works. Good. Whew! That scared me. Electrical is going to be fun. So they all work. Now, let's not let these touch, and let's disconnect these from the battery, shall we? Let's do that. Okay. All 8 of them work. I'm happy about that. I don't have to worry about, you know, returning anything. I'm not the brightest. I just disconnected that and realized I have one more light to test out. By the way, if anybody is interested in these lights, I purchased them off Amazon. I can put a link to them down below in the description. But yeah, they are LEDs, so the reason I got so many, they come in a pack of 4, and a box of 4. I decided to get 8. Do I think I'm going to be putting 8 in here? No, but I feel like I probably am going to put more than 4. So, plus I'll have extras for if any, you know, sometimes LEDs like to, you know how they can be great on power, but sometimes you get like a strip or 2 that'll just like completely go out on you. And found my porch light. The outside here is filthy, but it's probably gonna end up going like right about here somewhere, just so I can hit a switch from inside and be able to see my door latch when it's dark. It came with a different cover, so you can have like the orange one if you want, or just the clear cover. Yeah, let me rip into this and I'll test this one out, and that should be the last of her. There we go. So that light works. Wow, that's really bright. Yeah, okay. So obviously when that's outside, I'll need to have a switch installed in here. So good, all of our lights work. Yay! Hopefully that adhesive is cured, set up, whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna open this door up and shut the buddy heater off, I'm pretty sure. All right, dude, I'm going to visit your brother. You gonna hold down the fort for me? You're gonna keep the fire going? I'll tell him you said hello. All right, I'm going to visit him now. See you in a little bit. Yes, it is true. I am on my way to go see Ramsay. It's a 2-hour drive. Snowed a little last night, so we'll see how the roads are. Hopefully okay. I haven't seen him since before Christmas, I think. I might have to let that mattress reinflate a little bit. It's like foam and gel. This is the mattress I use in the camper van. I think it's like maybe 3 inches. Just kind of a cheap one off of Amazon, but it's also pretty comfortable. I don't really want to start throwing my blankets on it though until it puffs up a little bit more, you know, because it's not the thickest one. And yeah, if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm spending the night in here. I kind of thought it would be a good experiment now that everything is insulated except the floor, just to see how comfortable it is, because it will be going below freezing tonight. It is supposed to be -3 degrees Celsius. I've just got the buddy heater on low. Don't worry, the door is cracked at the back, the window's cracked up front here, and the pass-through is open. Also, I did bring my carbon monoxide alarm in here. I'm excited to spend the night in here. Don't know how well I'm gonna sleep because it's a new space and I don't always sleep the best in new spaces right away. However, the box truck is parked in the driveway, so it's not like it's a completely new environment. It's very quiet here. I shouldn't have any noise issue. I am gonna run the diesel heater tonight. I just didn't want the loud clicking noise while I'm trying to talk on camera. That will be my main heat source tonight, and I also do have the buddy heater as a backup. Right now, that's what I'm running just to warm it up a little bit in here. And the cool thing about it is that my home is right here. I'm not done in here yet. I'm making sure The fire's going good in here for Rory. And just in case some of you might ask, the reason I'm not taking him out there with me tonight is because it's a disaster. There's stuff everywhere. There's utility knives. He's not going to find it comfortable in there. I mean, there's hammers and screws on the floor and not exactly a good space for cats. What? Apparently you disagree, huh? Oh, you're protesting already. Okay. So, stock the wood stove. Grab the Jackery and Mr. Spaceman so we can have some northern lights in there tonight. I'll probably plug Starlink in with an extension cord to my inverter that's under the couch here. That way we can have the internet while we're chilling in there this evening, winding down before bed. By the way, the visit with Ramsay was nice today. You might have noticed in some of the clips, he's got some shaved spots, and that's because the vet shaved his mats. He had a lot of mats in his fur. Yeah, it was really nice to see him. He tires very quickly, and he did get out for a lot of strolls outside. So yeah, he definitely slept quite a bit after I left, I was told. Always good to see him, and I'm hoping that I can get there more often now that the weather is going to turn around for the better. I hope. Yeah, the northern lights. You can hardly see them with all those other string lights. It's pretty cozy, but I feel like I can already tell I'm gonna need to have my head at the other end of the bed because I feel like the blood is rushing to my head here. 100% my head's gonna have to go at that end. Yeah. So obviously that's where my bed's gonna be, but higher. And one thing I would like to do to wind down for the evening. Oh, good and cold. I had never seen these in the store before. I've had blackberry and all the other flavors, but not grape, so super pumped. Oh, it's still loaded full of snow. Oh. Very good. Once I get the diesel heater going, I'm excited to see how the temperature does. I don't know how well I'll sleep with the diesel heater clicking because it's in here with me, but I could always bring out some earplugs because my trailer is right out there. It is also very convenient just spending my first night in here, parked right outside of my home, because if I need to go brush my teeth before bed, I'll run in there. If I need to use the bathroom, I'll run in there. For experimental purposes, I do want to spend the whole night out here, so that's what I'm gonna do. I think our insulation stuck to the wall quite well. I'm leaving it open for now because I am running the buddy heater and I have the window in there cracked. Obviously, I'm going to run the diesel heater tonight so that it's more of a dry heat, but like I said, it's just really loud, and the ticking might actually help me sleep though. Temperature check, because I'm a maniac like that, 13.7. When I turn the diesel heater on, I'll be able to set the temperature to whatever I want, but this one doesn't have a built-in thermostat, so I'm probably going to set the temperature like 3 to 5 degrees lower than where I want it, because it's just going to continuously pump heat. I know what would go with this though. Jiffy Pop, if you know, you know. I don't know if you can see through the pass-through there or not. I've got it open like 3 or 4 inches. You can kind of see the light. I caved. Got the diesel heater running. And I'm gonna cave again and grab me another one of these. Got the diesel heater running. I have it set to 15. This is obviously up higher and heat rises. It says it's almost 18 degrees. That diesel heater, I mean, I had the buddy heater set to low. And it was starting to feel I don't know, not the warmest in here. So I like the diesel heater better. It's like you've got the heat blowing right at you. Whoop. Obviously I don't want to char the bottom, so it's kind of a weird thought that Jiffy Pop is gonna be my first meal in the box truck. That's weird. That's kind of weird. Whoo, she's steamy. You see that? I can definitely tell a few of them got burnt because I can smell it. I'm guessing the ones on the bottom got slightly burnt. Okay, well, I did what I could with that Jiffy Pop, and yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Just got back from the camper. I did one last check-in with Rory. Made sure the fire was going good. It's 23 degrees inside with the fire going. I jacked up the diesel heater to 25. It's just slowing down now. 23.6 degrees Celsius in here. I had to floss my teeth after that popcorn, brush my teeth, use the bathroom. I brought some water in here. If I need to use the bathroom through the night, might just go outside, might run inside the camper, don't know yet. Also grabbed some of these super warmers. Somebody sent me a whole huge box of these probably more than a year ago. But I brought some of these in case I need them for my feet, because I cannot sleep with cold feet. Currently, that is the only thing not insulated in here is the floor. But I gotta say, so far I've noticed it's not as cold as the camper floor. Camper floor is colder. The floorboards in here are probably 1 1/4 inch, 1.5 thick. Probably can't say the same for the floor in the camper. I'm gonna take a couple sips of water here, shut off these lights, get settled, and I'm actually going to turn the diesel heater down some because I think it might get too warm. Ugh. Good morning. So I'm awake naturally. Have to pee. 17.5 in here, and I have the diesel heater set to 22. It says it's 21, 22 on the diesel heater, so maybe it is at that end of the trailer or near the diesel heater. It's not quite light out yet. And I can see through the window that Rory's in the cat tree. He was probably there all night. Hey dude, did you miss me? I didn't use much fuel at all. It was pretty much at the top last evening. Good many hours later. Yes, I'm wearing the same thing as I was last night because it was clean when I put it on last night. Yeah, as you saw, I woke up pretty early in the box truck this morning. I slept okay, had lots of dreams. I was very warm. At one point in the sleeping bag I was sweating. Couldn't complain about being cold because I wasn't. I didn't end up using any of those hand warmers on my feet, so that was good. Other than just having to flip my head around to the other side of the bed, everything worked out just fine in there. It wasn't that bad. I'm glad that's done. I've been meaning to do that for a while just to kind of test it out now that it's all insulated except for the floor, obviously. I hear the diesel heater kicking on because trying to let this fire go out so I can scoop ashes and clean out the stovepipe. Somebody left me a little bit of puke on the floor this morning when I came in here. What was that all about? You don't usually do that. I had to clean that up at before 6 a.m. That was nice. Nice. Diesel heater just kicked on. Like I said, trying to let the fire go out so I can clean the stovepipe and all of that. I think this video is starting to get kind of long, so I am going to take off here. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. My goodness, you're vocal. Way to ruin the shot, bro. Sheesh. Don't you know I'm trying to get the fire crackling? And all I can hear is meow, meow, meow. Yeah, yep. Okay, thanks. Thanks.